Hey, I don't know why I'm really making this video, or even if it's gonna be sane, or if it's seen, if it's gonna just be like a joke, or how you even see it, but like nothing else, like I suppose I wanted to at least run it through in my own mind and speak it out loud in a forum where I know that you might at least see it, possibly. Um, it's been a few weeks, a lot of emotion, obviously, for me. Um, a lot of not either not understanding or not willing to understand everything that happened, feeling regretful. But I know that this is probably going to be the last time that you probably ever hear my voice again. And that, I know that you're probably saying, yay, wonderful, but I at least wanted it to be something where I'm not crying and you know, something where I just feel like I can just speak plainly and, not have pent up anger or whatever. So basically, it was hard. Every morning I would get up and run to the computer and see if you messaged, and of course you always did. You always did, and that always gave me like a sense of comfort. You know, it's like, I mean, everything sort of revolved around either talking about you or thinking about things we were going to do one day. And then, there came a time when that stopped. And when that did, I found myself like, sorry, I found myself not really knowing like my purpose, I think. It just, it was hard to get used to the idea of like waking up and you not being there. It was hard to like have to, just trying almost like being in denial with myself about the reality of it and everything. And it just, like the way it happened, the way things parted, and it just didn't feel like us. It felt like you were like a different person. And I tried to tell myself, I don't care, I don't care. But I mean, it's obvious I do. um, it hurts, yeah. The only reason why I'm doing this is because, well, this is the only medium I know how. And I don't like typing that much. I mean, I do, but I just figured if I can say it out loud, maybe things will make more sense in my head. I don't know, but I think the biggest thing that like really, I think, shocked me about everything was like the time when, I don't know if anybody told you or whatever, but that whole thing with my mom having a lump that she had for like a year, and she thought it was getting bigger. And I mean, ultimately, it got biopsied, and it's fine. It was nothing. She thought it was getting bigger, but probably, I mean, it was it's fine. It's nothing. It's benign or whatever. So, but like the fact that, or at least people told me that he didn't care or even believe it, or that hurt. Not because, I mean, I don't get along with my family at all, but that coming only days or like a week or something after you left, and like your reaction, or at least what I was told your reaction was, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I mean, you were the one that like I would always like run to, and I know it sounds stupid and dumb, and you're probably laughing at it, but you know, I mean, you were the one person like I could like really talk to. Like, I mean, nobody likes like texting all day and stuff, but it was like you were the only person I never got bored with it with. And like the only peace like I've had since like this whole thing screwed up was that first night or that morning when I was just talking with you. Like that day it happened. It hurts. I don't know, like it's just hard because I don't, I talk to people, like I have friends and things, but it's like without you being around, it's like you can be in a room filled with people and feel totally alone. And it's like I try to like block it out of my mind and things, but if I see anything that like I remotely like talk to you about, or it brings back like a flood of memories, and it's like my mind sort of just goes back to that, and it just hurts. It's like, especially when like I always pictured you in every little aspect of my life, and you know when you weren't there anymore, I didn't know what to do with myself. I don't. It's like I'm trying to like find my purpose again. Like my purpose, like and my heart was like, oh, I'm put on this earth to basically look after you. And when that wasn't there anymore, I didn't, know what to do with myself. It's just, there's no like order or routine, It's just, I don't know if like what I'm saying makes any sense. I've talked about it like with other people and things. Like one, friend who's like really talked to me and stuff about it, and through this, isn't on so much anymore. And it's hard, It's just like, you're the closest thing to family I ever had. Bree, I never, like, even with my mom's scare, I think I was more upset by it because you weren't around, because if you were, I know that I would just talk it out and know that, it's probably nothing anyway. And it wasn't, but, it was okay, but it's just hard. I admit it's hard. And, I wish I was someone different. I wish I was someone that you wanted. I wish I was someone that you wanted in your life and that you cared about and trusted. And I tried really, really hard to be. And, Sorry. I've gotten like, it's like I don't cry about it unless I like think like talk about it out loud. But when I do talk about it out loud, a lot of those emotions come back. So it's hard to like make anything where I'm not crying. So um, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to make a message to you. I used to love making them in the past, and I guess like right now, feeling very lonely and hurt. I guess I'm going back to what makes me feel comfortable and familiar, which is to talk to you. I know you don't want to talk to me anymore, and that has to be like I always said, like you were the only person in the world that could hurt me, because you were the only person like I cared about. Your opinions, your thoughts, and that I don't know. I'm just rambling on and on. Sorry. I really wish I was someone else. So hope you're eating, hope you're sleeping, hope things are okay with your parents, your madre and padre, and I hope that you're feeling okay, and that whatever is happening in your life, you found what you couldn't find with me. So that being said, bye.